welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to do my nails. So I have been doing my nails from home since we went into the pandemic situation. It's been fantastic. I've saved so much money and I've basically learned a whole new skill. So I just use this book as something where I can lean on when I'm doing my nails, but this is what they're looking like at the moment. I took my previous SNS nails off, so we're working with a fresh base today and we're looking to do something with an oval shape. So this is the image that is my inspiration for my nails today. I don't have that particular natural shade, but the shape is what I'm more or less looking to replicate. So I'll tell you guys a little bit about the items that I use to do my own nails. So I have a whole bunch of these little extensions here because my nails are really short. So what I do is I make sure that they line up. I've pre-done this prior to starting this video, so I have all of mine just sitting up here that I will refer to, and then the particular products that I use to actually lay down the SNS powders and stuff like that is by Gelish. So these are the products that I use. So I have the prep, the base coat, the activator and the top coat. I just got all of these off of Catch of the Day, which is an Australian website where you can get things a little bit more discounted. I just bought a full pack. I think it was around about $120 to get that. And then I also have a nail file, which you will need, and then I also have the dip powder. So I'm using this one by Gelish as well. So this is in the shade Primrose and Proper. I love this shade. I just think it's so easy and effortless. So that is what we're going to use. And then I also recently purchased a nail drill. So this is what my one looks like. It's a portable applicator, just plugs in, and then you can literally just turn it on and then it spins, and then you can control the speed. And I got it in pink because, you know, cute, right? So that's what I've got, and that's just going to sit here to the side. But I'm going to show you guys today how I achieve my everyday SNS nails. So stay tuned to see how you could do your nails from home and potentially save yourself some cash and always look fabulous. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So I am not a professional nail tech, so the things that I'm doing today are what work for me at home. This works for me, and it doesn't seem to do too much damage to my nails. Like, I've taken a set off and they seem to look pretty damn good. So the first step for me is to rough up the surface. So I just do a really light file over my nails, like nothing too crazy, something just like that. Like literally it doesn't have to be too much, and I just go over every single nail and rough up the surface a little bit. This is just so that the powders and the liquids can actually bind to a surface that is strong enough for it to adhere to, and it does last longer, because I have actually tried doing my nails without roughing up the nail bed because I personally don't really like doing it, but yeah, it's the only way that you're going to get everything to stick. Cool, so now they're all super roughed up, so that's just what they look like there. So from here, what I'm going to do is take my glue. So this is just a glue that I got from eBay. It tends to work quite well. I will link everything I talk about today in the description box below, so if you want to purchase anything, all the information will be down there. So what I'm going to do is put my extensions on my nails now and cut them down to the shape that I'm looking to achieve. Okay, so the first hand of nail extensions have been secured to my fingers. They're solidly on there, they're not going anywhere. So I'm just going to jump off camera and do the second hand. Okay, so now the extensions are completely secure on both of my nails. They're a bit long for my liking, so what we're going to do now, I literally just have a pair of scissors here, and I'm going to cut the length that I want my nails to roughly be. So I do still want them to be quite long because we're going for an oval shape. So I'm gonna roughly just cut them just like that, like literally nothing special, because we're going to be reshaping them. But the length that you want, it's better to go longer than it is to go shorter in this case. So you get what I mean? Like, because they're longer, I can always file that back versus cutting it too far back and then I can't save that. I mean, that's just how it is. But I'm just going to like really roughly chop the length. So honestly, that's probably still quite long, but what we'll do is we'll match them up later. So I'm just going to cut the other hand. Okay, so I'm not going to mess with that because I can already see that I've got one nail that's a bit shorter than the rest, and that kind of bugs me already. So what I'm going to do from here is roughly shape my nails. So I know that I want mine to come in like a rounded shape. I tend to start with my little pinky and just file away until I've got the shape that I'm happy with. Okay, so that's roughly me with my nails with their shape. It's more or less just to get their length than anything else, so it doesn't need to be completely perfect. I'm going to jump off camera and do my other hand just because it does take quite a while, and I'll be back with you guys as soon as that's done. Okay, so I roughly have the shape down of my nails that I'm going to go with. So it's not perfect, I can see a little bit of imperfections there, but this is just the beginning. So it doesn't have to be perfect at this stage. It's just more or less to get the length and all that sort of stuff and the relative shape that you want. So what I'm going to do is jump into the prep. So I like to put a layer of this on first. I like to put a layer of this on over all of my nails before I begin. This is more of a pH balancing product more than anything else, just to make sure that your nails are at the right acidity and stuff when you're about to go in with the other products. So that's just that, and pop that aside. So I'm just going to open up our powder in preparation for dipping. So it's going to look a bit messy when we first start, and I mean, this is DIY, like I'm not a professional, this is just something that I like to do to save on costs. So what we're going to take now is the Gelish dip base coat. I'm going to do a layer of this, just get off any excess. Making sure the entire nail and the extension is completely covered, and then just dipping that lightly in the powder and then tapping off the excess. So it looks something like that. So perfect. And then so what I'm going to do is take a brush and then just really lightly sweep away any excess, and then I like to do another layer. So I go back in with my base coat, get a thin layer, go over the top of that, and then dipping back in really softly again, tapping away the excess, and then going back in again for a second time, and then it looks something just like that. So, and then getting my brush and then sweeping away any of that excess. After you have done the base coat, what you want to do is go in with a layer of the Gelish activator and just seal that off. Now this is what's going to lock in all of those powders and make them so solid. So we're just going to pop that there and let that set for a bit. And whilst I'm letting that set, I will go into the next nail with the base coat. and then grabbing the activator. Okay, so now we're going to drill the surface of these nails to make sure that they're nice and smooth and looking fine. So I'm going to turn on my drill. If you can tell, there's like a full-on pink theme here. Now, I've never done this, so this is my first time doing this, so we're doing this together. I'm gonna go slowly. Beautiful, so that's now really smooth, so I'm super stoked with that. Now I'm just going to go over all of my other nails just to make sure they've got that smooth surface. Okay, so that is that hand done. They do still feel a little bit rough, but they definitely feel like in total much more smooth and much more well finished off than say this nail. They feel like a nice length and stuff like that, so I'm pretty happy with that. So what we're going to do from here is I'm going to jump onto this hand and I'm going to finish this one up, and then we'll come back and do the final shape of the nails, and then we'll do the final base and activator and finish off the nails. Okay, so I have finished drilling both of my hands now, and I have reshaped them, so I'm now happy with the way that they're shaped. This is literally the first time that I've ever used that drill, so this is the drill here. This is the first time I've ever used it. I'm actually really happy with it. I just got it off eBay. It's like super portable, like it's not attached to anything, so you just charge it and then you take it with you anywhere, which is super beneficial. I will have the details of that drill in the description box below for you guys if you're interested in purchasing that for yourself. I've now filed everything back. So what I need to do from here now, so we actually need to use the activator. We'll just get another layer of the activator, not too much because we don't want it to go absolutely everywhere. So put the activator down. And this is just going to seal everything into place. So that's all done and sealed. Now we're going to go in with the top coat. So it's got the red lid, and then we're just going to finish off the nails. And then we just let that sit for a couple of minutes whilst it's setting in place. And we'll just let that set for about 2 to 3 minutes, and then that should basically be the final look. Okay, so now the nails are fully set in place and this is the final look. I'm really happy with how they came out. Yeah, some of them might be a little bit disproportionate in size. Like for example, look at my pinkies. They are completely different in size, but the rest of them seem to match quite well. I actually completely stuffed this one up, but otherwise, I mean, I've done them from home. I'm not a professional. I think these came out really, really well. So just going over the products that I used today, I used the Gelish dip powder in the shade Primrose and Proper. It is such a beautiful everyday pink. I think it's so stunning. I also used the Gelish dip system, so you can get this in a pack. It also comes with a brush restorer as well, but I just have that to the side. I swear by these Manicare medium coarse nail files. These work really, really well and they're super inexpensive. I also used a little brush, one from Morphe that I've had forever. Like, I'm not going to use it for anything else, so I just use it for my nails. And then I also had my nail drill. So this is something that I got off eBay. I spent about $100 on this and it came with heaps and heaps of the sand removal bits, so you can take this off and then replace it. So just because it's for me, I don't really mind if I keep that on there, but yeah. And it has a little stand and then it has a whole bunch of stuff that comes with it, but I will have that linked in the description box below for you guys to check out. Might do another DIY nail video with you guys again in the future if you like this one, and then I might do a different shape, like I might do a coffin shape or something like that, or a really long stiletto nail or something like that, and then as my skills develop, you guys will see. So thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you guys are keeping well, and do not forget to like and subscribe before you leave. And I hope you guys liked this nail tutorial, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks guys. Bye.